Very good morning to all. Subject statistic and 12 commerce, chapter number 3. So last time that we discussed in chapter number 3, example number 11, and right now we are going to discuss the next example, and that is example number 12. Okay, so let us see. That is example number 12. The monthly income of a group of employees follows normal distribution. The mean of the distribution is 15,000. So two information is there. Number one, that is mean. So here first number 12. So it is mean. It means that mu is equal to 15,000 and standard deviation is 4,000. Okay. So what is standard deviation? SB delta is equal to 4,000. And as we know, in our normal distribution, if two values is there, which two values is there? Mean and standard deviation, then we can easily calculate any example. Okay, let's see. From the information, number one, obtain the range of monthly income for middle 60% of employee. Okay, so here that we have to find out. Number one, obtain the range of monthly income. Okay, so here the range of monthly income of middle 60%. Okay, that we have to find out. Middle 60%. Okay, so this is first question. Fine. What is the second question? So let's see. What is the second question? If the monthly income of 250 employees between 15,000 and certain fixed amount x1, then we have to find out the value of x1. That is, employees given 250 employees. Okay, and monthly income is, so here monthly income is 25,000. Sorry, between 15,000 to x1. So we have to find out the value of x1. Okay, so two different types of example is there, and we have to find out both the example with the help of mu and with the help of delta, as well as whatever our z square given is there. So let us discuss the answer part. So this is the range of monthly income, middle 60%. 60%, that means 60 divided by 100. It means that 0.60. So here the value is 0.60. That we discussed yesterday. Okay, whatever percentage is given, that we have to divide it by 100. So we get the value of probability. So now, what is the value of x? That is, we can see that P of probability of x1 to x2 is equal to 0.60. Okay, and middle 60%, it means that 30% left hand side and 30% right hand side. Okay, 30% left hand side and 30% right hand side. So here we can draw first of all bell-shaped diagram. So this is bell-shaped diagram that we have done. Yes, fine. So this is z is equal to 0, minus infinity is there, plus infinity is there. Here, what we have to do? Middle 60%. Middle 60%, that means 30% from left hand side and 30% from right hand side. And here, what is the question? First of all, x1 and x2 is there. Okay, middle 60%. Middle 60%, that means 30% from left hand side, 30% from right hand side. Okay, so again, then we have to write it down. So first of all, we have to convert x into z. Okay, so here then we have to convert x into z. So simple, p is equal to x1 minus mu upon delta x minus mu upon delta 2 x2 minus mu upon delta. Okay, then we have to convert x into z. So here p of x1 minus mu upon delta value of z x2 minus mu upon delta. Okay, so now what we have to do, the value is given, it is 0.60. okay, so what is the value of x1, that is z1 as well as z2. So this is the value of z1, that is z1 to z2. okay, so two types of value is there. Number one, that is z1. So what is the value of z1? So here z1 is equal to x1 minus mu upon delta. And what is the value of z2? So x2 minus mu upon delta. Okay, so this is the value of z1 as well as z2. Now we have to find out that what do you mean by z1 and z2? What is the value of z1 and z2? Okay, so again, on the basis of this particular table, this particular Bell-shaped diagram, as well as our z-score table, as well as our z-score table, on the basis of this two, that we have to write down, we have to find out our value. Okay, so simple, from the left hand side that we have to write down. Okay, so here that we have to write down 0.60 is equal to p of z1. Here that we have to convert x1 into z1, x2 into z2. So z1 to 0 plus p of 0 to z2. And as we know, the value of both are same. Why it is same? Because this is 30% portion and this is also 30% portion. So that's why we can say that both are from 30%. Okay, so here that what we have to do, so here we can say that we have to divide it into 2, because this value and this value both become same. Okay, so here that is p of z1 into 0. Okay, that is 2 is equal to 0.60. So p is come into division. So 0 is equal to 0.60 divided by 2, so 0.30. And we can easily learn, okay, the value of both is 0.60. So this portion, okay, that this portion that we have to call, the value of this portion is 0.30, and the value of this one, okay, the value of this portion is called 0.30. Okay, so middle 60%, it means that 30% is from left hand side and 30% is from right hand side. Now 0.30. So easily on the basis of again your z table. Okay, so this is a z table. Now again on the basis of z table that we have to find out. What we have to find out? Our z1, value of z. Okay, so here that we can see before 0.30, after 0.30. So here and here 0.30. Okay, so 0.30, that we can see 0.2995. 0.84 plus 0.85 divided by 2, 0.845. Okay, so here 0.845, that is the value of Z. Now what we have to do, it is very nearest to 0.2995 because it is very nearest to this particular value 2995 and 0.30. So instead of 0.845 we have to take the value of 0.84. Remember one thing, in this example little bit it is changed. Whatever the nearest value is there, that we have to take over here. Okay, so here Z1 is equal to, that is plus and minus, both the things that we have to take. Okay, so here minus 0.84 is equal to x1 minus mu is equal to 15,000, delta is equal to 4,000. Okay, so 4,000 is multiplied, so 0.84 multiplied by 4,000 is equal to x1 minus 15,000. Okay, so 84 into 4,000, that is called 3360. So minus 3360 is equal to x1 minus 15,000. So here the value of x1, that is, we can say that plus minus that we can do, and it is 11640. So this is the value of x1. Same, that is, instead of plus we have to take, instead of minus we have to take plus. So 0.84, x2 minus 15,000 divided by 4,000. So again 4,000 goes into multiplication. So 3360 x2 minus 15,000. So x2 is equal to 15,000 plus 3360. So we have to do addition. So that is 18,360. So x2, that is 18,360. So in this way we can say that middle 60% salary, okay, middle 60% salary was 11,642 to 18,360, when mean is how much? 15,000. So in this way we can find out middle is 15,000, 30,000 left hand side less, that is 11,640, and 30% right hand side, that is called 18,360. Okay, so in this way we can find out middle 60%. If it is given middle 80%, we have to take here 0.80, so 0.40 and 0.40. If it is given middle 70%, so here we have to take 0.70, 35. One funda that you have to make in your mind, whatever value middle value is given, we have to divide it into two parts, and on the basis of that part we have to find out before and after value. If it is given directly that value, then there is no problem. So this is first part. Now what is second part? That is one value is given and other value that we have to find out. So here first of all P of, that we can say that P of, what is the value of x? 15,000, x2, x1, and it is called 250. Okay, so 250 employees. So total employee that is given 1,000. Okay, so we have to do here divided by 1,000. So it is called 0.25. So 0.25 is given. 15,002. It means that definitely it is more than 15,000. So here first of all we have to draw a bell-shaped diagram. So this is bell-shaped diagram. Z is equal to 0. That is, as we know, that is mean is equal to 15,000. More than 15,000. More than 15,000. So here we have to convert more than 15,000. That is called x1. Or we can say that it is Z1, and we have to find out this particular portion. Okay, what we have to do? We have to find out this particular portion. So what we have to do? As we know, first of all we have to convert x into z. Okay, so here t is equal to 15,000 minus 15,000 divided by 4,000 into z. As we know, what is the value of z? X minus mu upon delta. And here x1 minus 15,000 divided by 4,000. That is value is 0.25 because it's a 250 things. 250 employees there. So simple. We have to see that is p of 0 to z to z1 is equal to 0.25. Okay, so what is the value of z1? So here we can write that is z1 is equal to x1 minus 15,000 divided by 4,000. So this is the value of z1 that we have to find out in this example also. Now first of all we have to find out this value, and that value is useful to find out x1. So first of all we have to find out z1. Okay, so 0.25. So here you can see that. So 0.25. So with the help of your z table, okay, with the help of your z table, that is before 0.25 and after 0.25. So again with the help of z table, again with the help of z table, that we can find out the value. So before 25, 0.25, that is 0.2486, and it is from 0.67 that we already discussed how we can find out. Okay, and 0.2518, that is 0.68. So we have to do common. So 0.67 plus 0.68 divided by 2. So here 0.675. So this is the value of z1. Now that value, that is z1 value, that we have to put in our particular example, and we have to find out the value of z1. Okay, so here value of z1 is 0.675 is equal to x1 minus 15,000 divided by 4. Again 4,000 came into multiplication. 0.675 multiplied by 4,000 is equal to x1 minus 15,000. So 0.675 into 4,000, that is 2700 x1 minus 15,000. Okay, so here x1 is equal to 15,000 plus 2700, that is 70,700. So here we can say that the 250 employee is salary between 15,000 to 70,700. So this is your answer. Okay, so this is again one of the different type of example. In this example, middle 60% is asked. They are asked about, the question is middle 60%. So middle 60% is equal to 30% from left hand side, 30% from right hand side. So in this way we have to find out the value of x1 and x2 both. And in this one value is given, so x1 is given, we have to find out only x2. Okay, so in this way we can find out the value of x2 also. Okay, thank you.